Very much so. We've put in quite a bit of effort since pre-season, and we're looking forward to trying out our game plan and seeing how things work out. So we were actually quite happy because we managed to hold fifth for quite a good bit of that time, but then fell a bit short at the end there. So we're hoping to replicate and build upon what we did last year and see how far we can go. It will be nice to have that extra incentive to perform, and it's always great to see more teams come in women's rugby developing. It's great for us all. So I've been playing rugby for about 10 years now. I started off in France, so I'm originally French, American, and a few other things. Started playing rugby quite late when I was in university. Came from a combat sports background, absolutely loved it. And that was a sport that stuck. In terms of how I ended up in Ballincollig, so after traveling around a bit around COVID times, I was supposed to stay in Ireland only 2 weeks. Ended up being, it's going to be 4 years in October, and when COVID, like all the bans lifted, wanted to pick it up again, and Ballincollig was the obvious choice. So I started off first with Bantry Bay because it was nearby. I was living down on the Beara Peninsula, and then moved up to Ballincollig because I knew that there was a bit more competition there. So good stuff. It's been brilliant, to be honest. It's a well-kept secret, and I think that it's almost a blessing that there's not, I'm going to get lynched for this, but it's almost a blessing that there's not too many sunny days in a way, because if there were, the country would be outrun just because it's so great. I used to live down in West Cork, and absolute beautiful place. I mean, I understand why people stay here and are drawn to it. The girls definitely did make me feel welcome. I kind of have this system where I move every 3-4 years generally, and the first thing I try to find is a rugby team, because the nicest thing in rugby is that wherever you go, you kind of have that community. You tap into that straight away. So if you go to a new location and you know absolutely no one, you instantly have friends and you can start afresh, which is really nice, and it just makes you a better player overall. I don't think anybody telling you the contrary would be saying it truthfully, so we're hoping to show up and see how it goes. We're very much looking forward to playing, which is what we all love to do.